being diagnosed with autoimmunity, being diagnosed with Asperger's or autism spectrum disorder, the root word in both of those, autos is the Greek for self. And so autoimmunity is a resistance to self. It's an inability to recognize self. Autism is selfism. It is the practice of self, of inwardness. And I think in a lot of ways, we're in this crisis of self. I think that we have lost what it is to be a self in this world and to define that, because I think that our self is defined in relationship, that we require proof of self in the way that we relate to everything else. And so when we touch something and we experience, I'm reaching over to a flower that's on my desk here, and we experience touching that petal is on the other side being felt, right? When I reach out to my husband and I touch his arm, on the other side, he is feeling that touch. When I look outside onto my farm and I take in all the beauty of spring in bloom, it is that beauty that I am in relationship with that lets me know that I can see, that I have this experience of sight. And I think that in many ways, everything happens in relationship, that we define ourselves as a concert of relationships. And I think even within that, one of the reasons that food is so closely held and dogmatic for so many of us is that we breach what we consider the boundary of self as we bring fork to mouth and we put it inside of us. It goes inside of our bodies. And then as it's digested, the constituent elements of our food diffuse across a one cell wall thick membrane. And what was once other becomes self. And yet, for every one human cell in our body, there are 9 cells that make up our microbiome. And so there is this fundamental symbiosis of relationship that we are experiencing, that we are more other than self, and this definition of self in relationship. Thinking about that really shifted what it meant to receive all of these diagnoses of an inability to connect so many years ago.